All right, David.
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here's our topic for today. And what I did was I scanned the internet looking for interesting things in trading to talk about using artificial intelligence. And these are the topics I came up with. Came up with a whole bunch of them, but the one we're going to talk about today is why am I profitable on demo, but blowing my accounts up in live trading? Okay.
All right.
Your perspective on that question?
I think because you're trading, and I'll say the initial thing that comes to my mind is paper money versus real money, or fake money versus real money.
Right. Monopoly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this in the demo world. You're much more relaxed because if you lose, who cares? So I think there's a different attitude when you first come in there. It's like, yeah, you know what? I think I can make that trade. Click, instead of should I make that trade? Is everything I did just correct? So that's my initial brief thought on that is that's my big go-to is that, because you're going to make trades that you wouldn't normally make live that you do on the demo side of it.
Yeah, I'll impart some experiences I've had with this as well because yes, when I was learning, this definitely happened to me. I would experiment with a strategy, kind of learn how to do it, play with it in, paper trading or demo or whatever you want to call it, would do really well, and then flip to real money and just proceed to blow up the account.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you on a couple of things. One, it's kind of like when you know it's just fake money, you take risks that you wouldn't take with real money, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and you trade more than you would with real money. You just like you can really like just totally overtrade like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen this in the people that I've taught how to trade. I call it the sphincter pucker syndrome.
That's a good name for it.
The SPS. And what it is like they're just like, Tarzan when it comes to paper trading. But the minute it's the real thing, they just seize up there in the chair and can't seem to do anything. So it's a very weird psychological thing. The other thing is that it causes your brain to not be rational, I guess is the way of saying it. Since there's no risk, you're just pushing buttons. It's like a video game. When
Yeah.
you're
I mean,
trying to practice to learn how to, set up your stop losses and your profit targets and stuff, those also are unrealistic and they create bad habits for you to get into. So like, well, I'm going to make 50 pips on every trade. No, you're not. If you make 10 or 20, jump up and down. That's doing really good.
I know. I take 10 and run. That's
Right. Yeah. If you can do that consistently, it's
Mhm.
like baseball. Singles win the game.
Yeah.
You can't be swinging for the home run every single time. But you have a tendency to do that with paper trading, right? Because you can just sit there and wait, for a month. Here's the thing that even when I'm testing out a new signal or a new strategy or something like that,
Yeah.
I'll put it in. What do they call that in replay on TradingView?
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Mhm.
And I'll run it through there to see how it does. And I'll go, this is really profitable. But then I look at how much time's gone by. Well, yeah, I would have had to sit on this trade for 6 weeks and it would have been a profit. But
Oh,
but in reality, yeah, no, I'm not that I wouldn't be doing that in real life. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'd have like, no fingernails, and if
Yeah.
I had to sit on a trade for 6 weeks, holy cow.
Yeah. So I mean, right now the system is working really good, and the longest I've sat in a trade is maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
That then turned profitable, and then I picked the next one. So that's okay. I can deal with that a day or two, even maybe like a week if I had to. But man, 6 weeks,
Hmm.
forget it. That's
Yeah.
investing. That's like you
Yeah.
might as well forget about it.
Yeah. I can't.
So
I can't.
yeah, that's why you're profitable in demo because it's make believe. It's actually one of the things that I tell people that I hear all of this stuff about back testing and do this stuff to check if your strategy works and da, da, da. And I'm like, this is shit. You can't do it. It doesn't work, right? It doesn't. Well, the reason that it doesn't work, and there is a reason, is that data is flawed that you're back testing on, right?
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, you're
yeah,
literally gonna. I
hindsight. Yeah,
mean,
you're exactly right.
it's
Hindsight is
like, oh yeah, I would have made that trade. No, you wouldn't have. You were sitting in the chair and you didn't make that trade.
right. Exactly.
That's basically what happens. I mean, that's what back testing. I
Yep.
mean,
And those little spikes in the data that blow you
mhm.
out of the trade,
Yeah,
those aren't in the data.
no,
They're not. They're not in there. I mean, there may be in some really expensive data, but the free stuff that you're getting, they don't put those in there. So none of those things, you don't get a good, reasonable analysis of what might have happened. And
right.
paper trading, same thing. If it's not the real, even when I test a system, I always test it with live money because
Mhm.
it's different than the paper trader.
Well,
In a paper trader, your entries and exits are perfect. Well,
yeah,
how many times have
exactly.
you had perfect entries and exit, Dave?
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
I'll click the
exactly.
button and somehow I lost a pip and a half. It's like, what in the heck? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it's slippage. Or my favorite is I have to test and see what the spread is on something before I leave. It's like I was profitable 10 pips, but 4 o'clock
Oh
hits
yeah,
and you're like,
the spread kills people.
it's
They don't
like,
realize
holy
it's
crap, I
just
just lost 5 pips. It's like,
yeah.
what the heck?
I mean, for those of you who don't know what it is, like in
Hmm.
between markets, like from when the market closes at 4 to when it reopens at 4:10 or 4:15 or whatever,
Yeah.
the spreads go nuts.
Oh
They
yeah.
go from like maybe one pip spread. The spread is the difference between the bid and the ask. They might go from like right now I'm looking at the Aussie dollar and the spread is 1.4, 1.3. Between 4 and 5 o'clock, that might be like 30 pips.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like 60 or 90 pips if there's something weird going on in the world.
Yeah.
So if you're going into the close and you have a stop loss of 10 pips, when that market opens, it's going to blow you out and it won't hit your 10 pips. It might hit that 20 or 30 pips.
Yeah, I mean, you could be profitable in 10 seconds after that, but
Right.
there's a certain time to actually have a stop loss and understand. And then it's like at 4 o'clock, it's just when those traders go away and there's nobody trading. It's the,
Right.
the, the spread is basically what you're giving the other people in
And
order to
that's
make
why
the trade.
paper trading is funky because
Right.
it doesn't always catch all those little weird nuances
No, not at all.
that you experience when you're trading live, you know. Yeah. Also, it does. You don't. It's weird. You don't have all the same mental things that are going on when you're trading with live money. Like, oh
Hmm.
my god, if I lose this money, I can't pay rent, or I can't pay the mortgage, or I can't eat.
Mm,
Right? You're suddenly, Joe Las Vegas. Hey, I'm driving around and the convertible, and I got the five girls, and let's
hmm.
put everything on 12. On blackjack or whatever.
22 black on the roulette. Come on now.
There you go. There you go. That's exactly where I was going. That's how you feel in the paper trader.
Hmm.
You can do it's kind of fun sometimes, Like
That is fun.
I'll give you one good use for paper trading, okay? And that is when I've talked to people that I've worked with who struggle with over trading and they're like, I have a system, I'm profitable, but the problem is I keep trading and then I end up losing it all. So I tell them, I go, okay, what you do is follow your system, do your profitable trade, but as soon as you're profitable, switch to the paper trader because it will
Oh,
scratch that
okay.
itch. It'll
Yeah.
scratch that itch of I want to keep pushing the button. I want to keep pushing the button,
Yeah.
but you won't be losing real money. So
Until you actually want to make a trade and you
yeah,
thought you did really good, but you're in paper trader.
but you're in paper
So,
trading. Shit happens, man. So yeah, that's
yeah. Pro tip on that one: make some of the things outrageous, or make your position size different.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've done
Did
that one,
that?
and I've done the one where you thought you closed the trade, and then you come back after vacation or after the weekend, and you're like, "Whoa, where'd all my money go?" Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, there's a lot of things to learn the hard way, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. You close one trade, but you forgot that you waterfalled it.
Yep, yep.
Ah,
All right, well, I've been on a
all
run
right.
again, so I need to get back to that. I
All
think
right.
we've exhausted this topic for now. How about you, Dave?
That sounds like a plan. Yeah, it sounds good. Hopefully they learned something.
Okay. All right,
All right.
boys and girls, be careful out there. Use paper trading to quench your lust for greed. How's that sound?
There you go.
All
Switch to slots that don't make any money and you can just play forever.
Exactly. Free slot trading on your computer.
Ready to trade with an unfair advantage? Transform your results with the Syzygy AI Edge. We run on a value-for-value model. No ads, no sales pitches. If you got value from this video, hit the donate link in our bio to support the show. While you're there, grab our free strategy guide, join Algo's Overwatch on Slack, or download the Forex AI Sage app. It's all free at waveridertradingtechnologies.com. Like, subscribe, and trade smart.